What is up, Tech Gang? Stefan here from TechRight. Today I'm going to be unboxing the Sony Xperia L2. As you guys know, I reviewed the L1 and the L2 just came out a few months ago. So I'm going to go ahead and do my full unboxing on this as well as review later on, obviously. But I did pick this up from Best Buy for $250 plus tax. So it came out to like $260 and some change. And this is a GSM unlocked phone. So if you are looking for a GSM unlocked phone, we're going to go ahead and unbox this right now. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so we have Mr. Knife right here. We're going to go ahead and unbox this right now. But before we do, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the back of the device. Now we do have some specifications on the back. We have a 13 megapixel f2.0 aperture camera for the rear facing. We also have a wide selfie mode feature on the front facing camera. For our screen, we have a 5.5 inch screen. We do have USB Type-C on this device, which is pretty awesome. We also have a 3300 milliamp battery, which I heard was pretty decent. We have a quad core processor. You can also put a micro SD card inside of this, and we have 32 gigabytes internal storage. Let's now go ahead and see what's inside the device. Let's go ahead and unpackage it. Let's go ahead and turn this over. So first and foremost, we do have the phone on the top, and we're going to go ahead and put that to the side. It does seem really heavy, so let's go ahead and put that aside. Next thing we have in here is some paperwork. We have our Type-C data cable, and we have the Sony wall charger. And that is all we receive in the box for the Xperia L2. Let's go ahead and go to the phone. Now we are taking a look at the phone, and as you see, we do have a fingerprint sensor on this phone, so just take a look at that right there. We're gonna go ahead and see how fast that is in a second, but it's really cool to see that we have one on the L2 and we didn't receive one on the L1, so at least we're seeing upgrades like that. It looks like we have a decently sized screen at 5.5 inches, but the bezels are pretty huge. If we go to the back, we have our camera right there, fingerprint sensor, our flash right there, and the back is actually kind of rounded, which is pretty nice. A lot of people don't like this design, but I think it's pretty cool. Honestly, it fits really nicely in my hand. Obviously right here it gives you some directions on how to put your Type-C cord in, or what cord to put in, and we do have some directions on how to put your SIM card and micro SD card inside of your phone as well. Also going to the right side of the device, we have our power button as well as volume up and down rocker. On the left side of the device, we have our SIM slot as well as our micro SD card slot. We can go ahead and take this out, and basically you put your SIM card or micro SD card in there, and then you could pop it back in the phone. It's actually better than the L1 because it didn't have a tray such as the L2 does, and I think this looks much nicer. I just felt like the L1 with the flap was kind of cheap, but this is a nice addition to the L2. So let's go ahead and take the protective plastic off the front of the phone. We obviously have that Sony logo at the front. We have the 8 megapixel camera. I believe we do have a proximity light sensor on this device as well. We're going to have to take a look at that later, but we have a very, very thin part where we have our headset. Also at the top of the device, we do have a headphone jack as well as a mic. At the bottom of the device, we do have a speaker. Hopefully the speaker is loud, but we do have it at the bottom of the device, so chances are it's not going to be too good. We also have our microphone, and we have our Type-C port where we can go ahead and plug our data cable in. Let's go ahead and turn on this device now and see what we're looking at. Just super quick, guys, but this device does have 5G capabilities, so if you guys do have 5G is going to work on this device just fine. Alright guys, so first and foremost, this phone is not bright by any means, and I think you guys can see that, but it actually does have adaptive brightness on. So if you guys can go ahead and go to the settings, definitely go to the settings and turn off adaptive brightness, and it will get much brighter, as you see right there. It will also help if you're using a brighter wallpaper, but this device is just not super bright. You can change the colors as well, but in person it looks much better. The 720p screen does look much better as well in person. And yeah, first impressions, phone is pretty nice, very fluid, as most phones are when they start up. Another cool thing that I saw in here is we do have themes, and the themes are honestly just really cool and creative. This one that I downloaded is actually called Toucan, and it's basically a rainforest theme, and as you see right there, we have a toucan, and these buttons are going to change right there, And as you see at the bottom, we have leaves and stuff, which I thought was really nice and really cool. But yeah, just really nice and creative how Sony did that. As you see, the applications are like leaves as well, and the whole like layout is just really nice and creative. But yeah guys, we have a ton of other themes on this device. Alright guys, so going into software, I'm pretty sure we have Android 7.1. Yeah, 7.1.1 right here. So we do have Android Nougat. But yeah, it has Nougat. Don't have the Oreo update yet. So kind of crappy that we don't have that, but you know, it's all cool. It's a $250 phone, no biggie. But yeah, so far I see this phone not being amazing, but for $250, you know, I think it would be a pretty darn good phone. It's unlocked to any GSM carrier. It has 3 GB of RAM inside of this device as well, if you guys did not know that. And honestly, just looks like a solid device. Fingerprint sensor is actually pretty fast as well, as you see right there. Pretty fast. I didn't think it was going to be fast at all by any means, but it was pretty decent. I don't think this phone's amazing so far, but it's pretty decent. It's okay, honestly, at best. But I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to go ahead and review it, and I'm going to do some tests on it, and we're going to see how it works later on. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like down below, as well as subscribing if you guys aren't a part of the tech gang already. Also, turn on the notification bell, as you will be notified every time I do upload, and you guys don't want to miss a video that I upload, because I upload new videos every single day. So definitely stay tuned. This has been Stefan from TechRight. I hope you guys are having an amazing day wherever you are. Peace out, tech gang.